Alrighty, yeah, buddy. Alright, am I live? Is my mic working? Let me make sure everything is good. Yeah, buddy. Seems to be good. Alright. Yo. What is up, everybody? Team View here, back again in Oaklands. Woo. It's gonna be chilling, having fun in Oaklands. Continuing my new series called Just Some Oaklands. This is part 4, where I just mess around, have fun, do whatever. This is a series kind of like a creative mode series where I just do whatever, and I let people build with me if they want to, and stuff like that. And yeah, anyways, this is part 4 of this series. And last time I was trying to work on a vinyl player thing with logic, and I'm gonna still try to figure some stuff out, unless I can't figure anything out how to do this stuff. But anyways, I'm just gonna be messing around doing stuff. And we got No in the server with us. What's up, No? And in the live chat we got Crow. What's up, Crow? Welcome back. How's everybody doing today? Let's go see what No is up to. Vroom. Making a building up here. Got this road going all the way around underneath here. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hop in VC. Sorry, I thought I clicked it already, but I didn't. What's up, No? What are you up to, sir? You're buying bricks. I see. Very cool. Get red brick. What kind of red brick? I know you can dye the bricks, right? So like you can make it even more red, probably. Hey, Crow has joined. Alright, so let's see. Last time I was working on this logic stuff. Basically, I figured out how to turn a vinyl player on and off. I think it was with these buttons. So if I press this one, it turns the vinyl player on. Then if I press the bottom one, wait, that doesn't work. Why does it not work? I don't know. It's not working now. You can never get this thing to work. Okay, I don't know. It's not working no more. Wait, team, how did you make it work? It's kind of working, basically. Basically, what I made it be able to do is turn on and off with the buttons. Basically, the top button is supposed to turn it on, and then if I press the bottom button, it's supposed to turn it off. I don't know why it ejects it now, unless something went wrong, because it did work the other day. So it's not easy to. Wait, what? When to play the button to do it is directors can't do F. What do you mean F? What? What are you talking about? Look at a vinyl player. Like inspect it. Doesn't say much. Well, I know what E does. Wait, what are you trying to say with the commands, though? I don't get it. I don't even know you can set like letters to the interactors. I have no idea. All I figured out is that you have to have a number interface to have it be able to do certain options. And I was able to make it turn on and off yesterday, but it would still eject it after some point or whatever. But so I don't know. Well, I made it able to turn on and off, but the only problem is still somehow ejects. I'm not even sure if any of this works anymore, though. Oops. Why is it ejecting it now? I don't get it. It's like it was working fine yesterday. Or, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but... Yeah, see? Look, I just turned it off just now. See? It worked. I can turn it on, then off. But if I try to turn it on again, it's going to eject it. Watch. Yeah, it ejects it. So I don't know why it ejects it after. Unless I have to press like to on, off. Okay, well it worked for a second and then it doesn't work. I don't know. Let me try this. Why does it eject it now? Hoofer really needs to make some sort of logic that presses key like buttons, like key binding type of logic or something. So that way we can interact with stuff that has key bindings instead of just a, you know, I don't know. It just needs, we need some sort of logic that has key binding some things. Or edit the interactor to, yeah, like interactors should have like the options to interact with all things basically that have options to interact, you know, whatever the letters are, we should have those options for us. Anyways. No, if you want to help me figure this out, that'd be cool, because I can't get it to work, but I mean, I can get it to work. Let's see, let's turn it on and off. See, I turned it off. I turned it, it's like it works, and then I turn it on again, and then it just ejects. I can turn on and then off, and then when I click on again, it ejects. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe we could get Hoofer to do something, but I don't want to bother him, you know what I mean? Hoofer's a busy man. He don't got time for people like me anymore. Nah, he's probably got time. I just haven't asked him. The only other thing I could think of is just to put the... make something that pushes the vinyl back in, which conveyors don't work at all. So my other thought is like, what's it called? The garage door, or not the garage door, so the elevator. Maybe the elevator could squash the vinyl into the thing again or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of that has potential. Since things anchor to elevators, but my question is, when it anchors to the elevator, where can I get bright red flowers? Very good question. What is the reddest flower? I know the corpse flower or whatever is like a dark red or something, right? But what would be a nice red? I honestly forget what flowers there are nowadays. Would it be one of the flowers in the desert, like the red flower? Oh, is there a red flower or is it a pink flower? I forget. Wait, no, isn't there a red flower inside the flowering meadows soup? Oh, like a red tulip or something? Too light. Then try trekking across the bridge. Check for the cactuses with the flowers. I think there's one that has a red flower, right? Or no. I could be wrong, but... Unless it's one of those ones on the bushes or something. Is there a red flower in bushes? Yeah, like a... Oh, actually a rose. Yeah. A rose could work. Maybe. Where are roses? I know the black rose is inside and navigate, but red roses. I think red roses are in flowering meadows. I think. I don't know. Honestly, you're asking the wrong person. I don't know all the. I used to know some of them, but there's so much different things in this game. I lose track of everything. So, how would I go about doing this? Floralora, the flowering meadows. Should be pretty easy to find. Wait a second. Maybe I found a different way to add the... Well, how would I start though? I don't know. If I did this... Unless I use this to stop. Define region. This back. This interactor could go into here. All I know is that there has never been a good dye color. That's all I can say. Does anyone know a good red flower color? Whoever's watching the live stream. If there's anybody there. 4 bricks. We need a nice bright red color for a dye or whatever for the bricks. Okay, why is this not turning on now? I think the one problem with this whole thing is, like, even though I turn the vinyl on, sometimes it still ejects. So. Why is this not turning on now? Get it. So it does turn on. It's like the power button has 2 functions. You know what I mean? It has the function to turn it on and a function to eject it or something. I'm not sure why. Unless it's just how I wired stuff or something. I'll probably like never figure it out. I'll do this. At least I know that the elevator kind of has potential for putting the vinyl back in the machine, but turn it off. Oh. Why does it keep ejecting it though? Is there a way for me to have Logic stop doing 2 functions and only do 1 function? This is just how I wired it. What do I have it wired? So basically, the button that starts it goes from the button to 0 tick, and it goes from the 0 tick to the T flip-flop. Then from the T flip-flop it goes to the interactor, and the interactor goes to the number interface. It's weird that it does that. Oh, is it because when it's... No. Yeah, they're 2 different functions. We got roses. Alright team, try the cactus in the desert or the cactus in the classic area. They normally have red flowers and everything. Yeah, see, I think it's the cactuses that have red flowers. You just have to be lucky to find them, I guess, on the cactuses. What's up, Ron? How you doing? Welcome back. Alright, so I can turn this on, but when this is on, how would I turn... Oh, I guess I just press it again to eject. Then I would have to have this, just crush that into there. And then this plays it. So it's like this kind of works. It's just the whole ejecting thing that is kind of like random. Like sometimes it just keeps ejecting. So do that. This plays. Then if I want to eject it, I just press play again. It ejects it. And if I wanted to play, it's an interesting system, but it's not very smart. Okay, let's try some stuff. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. So basically, the main problem right now is like I did get it to turn on and off with the buttons. Like I would turn it on, it would go on, and then I can even press the other button to turn it off, right? And then once it's off, and if I try to turn it back on, it ejects the vinyl, which is not good. So, because of that, I now am making it so that when I turn it on, it'll play, and if I press the on button again, it ejects it, and I just have to press another button for the elevator to push the vinyl into the player, just to be back in the player. I don't know why it has to be so complicated. But it's like it kind of works and it kind of doesn't work. It's like a 50-50 kind of deal or something. I don't know. Let me see. Let's just make another set of these. Now let's make another set of all this. And I'm gonna have to organize this so it's not such a mess. Let's see if I can condense this there. Alright, so let's see. Make sure I know where everything goes. Sounds complicated, but you got this. Thank you. If I can get this to work how I'm kind of seeing it working a little bit, it'd be kind of cool to see like the vinyl eject and then get pushed back in if it needed to. But the only problem, I guess, with that would be I couldn't have vinyls just sitting on top of the things. The only problem would be is things despawning if they did end up staying ejected on top. Alright, let me make system again. So So this goes into the button, wherever the button is. This part goes into there. Okay, so that goes to there. Interface goes into interactor. Wait, this is your T-flip. And we could be the first to make that tutorial on how to make a changing viral player. Yeah, right. If I can get this to work, that'd be cool. I don't know. I just need to make sure it fully doesn't break. You know? Okay, so what was I doing? So number interface plugs into there. What else plugs into there? This is the T flip flop. It's also supposed to plug into there. Okay. So team come look. Alright, hold on. This is a very, very red brick. Very cool. Factory with this red brick. Nice. I like it. Looks pretty good. Definitely stands out. What should the doors be? What is this? Yeah, I think this one looks more interesting. For like since like the red is such a such a solid kind of bright, or it's a real like solid color. This kind of makes it a nice blend with this door. If you did iron, it'd be kind of boring, I think. Yeah, looks good. Is this sequoia wood? Or bark color black stone on a saying? What does it look like with yeah. What do you guys think? I think I like the wood better. What about gold clover for the glass door? I don't know. Do you have gold clover? I don't know. Does the gold clover still spawn? I'm guessing it would. It's just kind of like rare. Grass. Try the bark. Do you have the bark of sequoia? Do you have any bark? No. If anything, I think wood looks better. So yeah, the wood looks better. On has 65 gold clovers. Yeah. I think that looks good. Yeah, do that. You could also make add a frame to like these windows. Add like a wood frame to going around. Maybe, I don't know if that would look good or not, but, or if that would be too much wood, whatever. But yeah, like that. Yeah, just add like that kind of frame all around the thing. What do you think on? Would it look good with a frame like this? I think it would look pretty good. It goes all the way around, so adds just a little bit extra detail, so it's not like only this part has wood or whatever, and then the rest is just like brick and glass. You know, adds more variety having the frame. Alright, cool. Alright, well, I'll leave you to it, No. Head back to my base. Good luck. It's looking good. Alright, back to whatever I was trying to do, which is setting up another thing for that. Okay, so. Okay, so let's move this. There. Okay, so I need an interactor. This one most. Okay, so if I press this button, okay, so I do need all this logic because this made this go down, or maybe I just need a. The main lobby. Gotcha.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm not watching the stream or on my laptop right now.
Illegal. I'm gonna ban you right now. Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'll get out of here then.
I'm just kidding. How's it going, man? Oh, you left.
You said get out of here, so I did.
Welcome back.
How you doing?
Doing
And how is
alright.
chat doing?
Chat's doing good. We're all just chilling. Trying to figure out.
Nice.
I'm trying to figure out how to make a vinyl player switch to do all this stuff. It's complicated. I got it to turn on and off, but whenever I turned it on and then off and then on again, it ejects it. So I'm trying something different with like elevators.
I'm not a redstone artist yet, but in the future I might be able to do some redstone.
Exactly.
But at the moment I like to do art.
I'm pretending
And
like
it
I
is
know what
2
I'm
AM.
doing, but I don't. What's up, Judy? How's it going?
And I better keep going. It is 2 in the morning.
It's 2 in
I
the
don't
morning.
want to end up.
Oh man.
Don't want to end up being 3 in the morning again. Alright, 99. See you next time with
Have a good night,
possibility.
man.
You too.
Okay, so if I plug this, oops, I just plugged mine. Okay, so if I plug from there to there, does that just make it so that it turns on and off like that? I wonder if I had. Hello, today. Running an electrified stone. Give me a little bit of this. Do you need? What are you talking about? Do you need the stone, or are you like trying to get like the electrified glass kind of thing. Alright. Does it have to be forged or refined? I forget. I don't know if I can. I need a pickaxe. Or no, I need chisels, right? Yeah, okay, so that. Plenty of it. Soaked. Firm. On edge. Alright, firm. I'll give you more, I just need to turn some more of this into glass. Bloop. Let's give you like this much more, maybe. In case you need more, this will be ready for you. Alright, if I can. Oops. Or if you cut it into smaller pieces, this will give you more. And another big lighting stand I can give onto the Nice. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Very nice, very nice. Alright, let me trade you again. Why can't I click on trade? There we go. You're just lagging. Oops, I don't want to cut this. Oh no, it's like I'm stuck with the chisel. Hold on, I gotta put the chisel away. Oh wait, I can't click on it because it's not on my base. Alright. Never mind, I'll just clear ownership. There you go. No problem. Okay, so what am I doing? Let's see. So it's not set. Oh, yeah, this is not set. So I have to have this here, so that way. Oh, yeah, I have to set up the what's it called? Member interface. So I can turn this on, right? That turns on. If I press this again, it'll just eject it. And then I press this button, and this smashes that down. And then press it again, and boom. This can't go any lower. So, turn it on, press the button again to eject, which turns it off. Press this button to smash that. Maybe I don't need... Do I need the T-flip bar? I guess I do. But... I wish I could just click it once and then it pushes it into the thing. Okay, so turns on, eject, push. I guess the only problem would be this when the vinyl is ejected, because if you have the vinyl ejected, actually no. So vinyl ejects, and then this just pushes that down to there. Press it again. I just feel like it's just too many like clicking buttons. I want it to be simpler than having to press it 3 times, or I mean pressing 3 buttons. Or, I mean, yeah. Is there a way for me to... It doesn't seem like it needs to go all the way down to there. I don't understand, because it... Oh, I see, because the hitbox is where it welds. I think that is what happens. Would I need to move this higher? You have to go through. Alright, man. No worries. Okay, so like right there. I just need this to go back up after it pushes it into the machine without me having to press the button again. Oops, I didn't mean to press that. Now, how would I make it so this goes back up after going down? Maybe it's a sustaining power, maybe? So that way, when it goes down, it doesn't stay down. Would this make any different? Cut this. This goes to this goes to there. Why is it going down? Okay, so that doesn't. Okay. Does it go back up? How do I make this go back? Wait a second. Was there a way for making an elevator move and then move back, like move like up and down without having to press buttons multiple times? Officers here. What's up, officer? What's up, Mason? I wonder if I have to plug this part to this one. Cut that. This goes into here. How do I make this go back? Unless I need double the interactors. Maybe. Because this obviously doesn't do anything. So I'll take this out, I guess. So this would just go up to there. Oh yeah, I could have another interactor with a delay, maybe. So this would have to go into a delay. Delay. I don't know if this would actually do do what I want it to be doing, but so interact. Let's do 2 seconds after. So I think if I press this button, it goes down. Let's go back up. Oh wait, I didn't set the interactor. Duh. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. This has to go up here. Excuse me. So this would have to go to this. Goes into that, right? Alright, so if I press this button now, it should go down and come back up, right? No. Is that not how it works? How do I make this automatically go back up? After triggering. Does anyone have any ideas? Basically what I'm trying to do is make it so when I press this pink button down here, let me just reset it. So basically when I press this button, I want it to go down, right? It'll push the vinyl into the player, and then I want this to go back up automatically without me having to press the button again, basically. So that is what I'm trying to figure out right now, if I can do that or not. I tried basically plugging the button into flip-flop, which then goes from the flip-flop to the interactors. There's one interactor that makes it go or function normally, I guess, and then the other interactor is supposed to be delayed to function shortly after, but this does not work, so watch, it's gonna take me like a year to figure out how to do this logic, I swear. It's just like never gonna happen. How do I get logic to interact twice? Alright, Donna. See you later, man. Thanks for being here, hanging out, and having a good time. See you later. Peace. Oh my goodness. Is there any way to have an interactor interact twice? Like one interactor interacts twice? Because obviously having two interactors doesn't do anything. Or I did something wrong, but or maybe it needs more time. Maybe it needs more time. Just put like, I don't know, 4 seconds, I guess, see if that does anything. Or does that do it? Yeah, more time doesn't do anything. found a light slate in the shape of a Roblox noob. Nice. Must be pretty rare. Yeah. Is anyone here kind of good with logic? Anyone? Anyone? So I can't figure out how to do this. Unless I have this. Instead of going into a T flip-flop, this just goes directly into this. This goes into that. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I mean, that kind of like went up and down, up and down. Like, not exactly what I want, but maybe I need a sustain power also. Okay. Wait a second. Did that? Wait a second. I didn't even plug that into. Or no, wait, maybe I cut it. Maybe I do need a flip-flop. I don't know. Maybe it just has to have its own flip-flop action. Maybe I do not. Okay, so this goes down. It should go back up. There's a stay. I did it! Woo! Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I think we're getting somewhere with this vinyl player. Might have a functioning vinyl player soon, maybe, I don't know. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so we figured out how to make the elevator go down and then back up. So basically we can turn the vinyl on, or maybe we can't. Why is it not working? What happened? What did I do? Okay, so it does work. Alright, so I turned it on, and then if I press this button, or no, if I press, yeah, if I press this button again, it ejects it. And I press this button. Why is this button not working? What? Okay, that was not supposed to be how it functions, but so I would have to press this again, or no? Okay, so turn on, and then press it again to eject. And then this button pushes it back in, just like so, and that should go back up. So that way the vinyl goes back into the vinyl player. I should be able to keep doing that, right? Yeah, so I turn it on, press the green button again to eject, and the pink button to push it back. I don't know why this takes a long time sometimes and doesn't work. Why is that? I wonder if the timing on this needs to be changed. I don't know. So I guess I got one to work, sort of. So this is like all the logic that's needed. I just wish I could make this a little bit simpler instead of it being so complicated, meaning not with like the logic, but like I just wish one button would turn it on and one button would turn it off, or even one button turns it on and off or something. That would be kind of ideal. Isn't there a way to like have one button do two different functions? Like, would it be a blocker? Ah, what does a blocker do? When inputted, signal on the right is 0, 0. The inputted signal on the left will be outputted. Okay. So if the signal on the right is 0, so if the signal on this side is 0, then I don't think that would help. A lot of logic just for one player. How come sometimes when I press this button it doesn't work? What? Maybe it needs to have a reset or something, which would not be good. So I turn it on, and I press this again to turn it off, because it ejects it. And then putting the vinyl back in, press this button. I don't know why this is so... That didn't work. I wonder if this has to be like longer. Maybe this has to be shorter. Why does this delay? Oh, you know why? It's probably because I keep hitting this and then that one. Maybe... Wait a second, why is this plugged into... What is this interactor? This interactor's for that. Why is this one plugged into... So I think... Oh, this is a... So I don't need... This is a T flip-flop, this is a T flip-flop. So I think this is not supposed to be plugged into there, I think. I don't know. I guess it's as good as it's gonna get for a final player, unless anyone else has any ideas or suggestions of what I could do to make it less complicated, as in make it more simply done. I don't know. Could I have one button do multiple functions? Was that a possibility? So, is this is not what I needed then. Doesn't need here. So it's on right now. I turn it on, eject. This button too. Why is this delay though? Or no, oh, because okay, so I think that's all that I can do to make this work. There's nothing more that I can do, at least not that I know of. So, I guess that's about it. I just have to do the same stuff. So, I gotta condense this a bit. This can turn to here. This goes into there. This goes into there. I could have this condense a lot more, but so this is all the logic to make it basically be able to turn on and off and whatever. Okay. Let me see if I can make this even more condensed. So this. So let's make this. Wait, why is this not plugged in? I am confusion. Is this not even needed? Oh yeah, this is not needed because that's for the elevator. This goes there because we have this interactor here. So maybe I'll put this over here. Alright, so basically this would go to this. This one goes down here and around. Where does this plug into? This plugs into here. I should probably use a different wire. Which we could. All of the same. That goes into there. And for the what is this? This is the T-flip-flop. T-flip-flop goes into the tractor. So I'm gonna have to turn. Let's turn this way. Let's go there. And number interface also goes to so this basically just makes it so that will turn on. So let's move this. I'll have to change all the regions at some point. Sure it works. So I'm going to turn this on. And why is it just ejecting? Because it didn't set the number interface. The number interface for this one was. So that turns on. Press it again, ejects. Then all I did for the elevator was delay and sustainer, which I don't even know if that matters, but this can go. Top. Okay, so let's go here. I have one of these set to. This one was 3. Another interactor. So this plugs into this, and this plugs into this. This plugs into go. If only I could figure out a way for this to automatically put the vinyl back in the vinyl player without having to actually press another button. I wonder if there's a way I could do that. Because the only thing is I have to press the start or the power, or you know, I have to press the green button in order for it to play and eject. And the pink button is just for it to put the vinyl back in. So, I mean, at least it turns on. What happens if I turn a different vinyl player on? Nothing, it just doesn't play if there's another vinyl going. We got infinite free cam. Nice. So I basically have made my own vinyl jukebox kind of player thingy, but it's just not how I want it to be, but it kind of works. I guess that's as good as it gets, unless someone else can figure out something better. If anyone has any ideas to make this a little bit better, let me know. If there was a way for me to, like, if I had one vinyl playing, I had, like, what I wanted to do is, like, if there was one vinyl playing, right, I would want, if I wanted to switch the music to something else, I would have to just press all the buttons, but I wish there was a way for me to just press like another button, and that way that ejects that. There's logic, right, to like know if something has power and something doesn't have power, isn't there? I don't know. Memory sound is the input signal provided in the left. Right input is able to reset output. So if holds inputted signal provided left input. What does that mean by hold it? Does that mean it just stays on? Or does that mean it only uses that function unless The right one resets. So the left. So the left side. If I was to put this into the wait, did I say left or right? I forget. So yeah, so if this is into the left, then that would basically make this go to there, unless input is able to reset the output. Just reset it. What would be a reset? So this is on. Press that. It doesn't do anything to this. So this is basically pointless. So this does not do anything. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. This has to be over here because I need to be able to see the numbers. Turns it on. Press it again. Ejects. Press this. Oh, what the? What is that one? Oopsies. Alright, so I can turn this on. I press it again, 8 jacks. If I press the button down below, I should trigger this to go down. Push this into there. Goes back up. Alright, so it's basically got every little thing kind of set up, basically. I mean, it's not like how I want it to be, but it's just as good as I can get it to be, basically. I don't know. I think this is as good as I'll ever get it, possibly. I don't know. So that still works. That works. This looks cool. What do you guys think of my little random vinyl player machine? Kind of like a jukebox, sort of. Not really good, but something. Basically, play this. This turns on. Let me turn my sound on. As you can hear, that music is playing. Stop that. Put this back in the machine. Let's reset. And then this one. I don't get why sometimes it just ejects it. Has like no sound. Alright, well, I guess I can say I did something. The only problem is if, like, you know, since there are a lot of vinyls in the game, this machine would have to be really big, just because there's so many different vinyls. Unless there's a way I could keep it small. And have it switch out a vinyl somehow. So, like, if I was to play this one, right? And then if I was to what if I was to make it so that if I was to press it again, instead of having like the second button, it just does everything with one button? But the only problem would be Oh, not sure what the problem is. I just don't know how I would make it work with just one button. Unless I made a delay. But then that would not be good because I don't know. You guys, is there even anyone there? Hello? Is anybody there? Oh well, I guess I can say I did it. I did something. Anyways. I'll just have to figure out a way to improve this whole system. That's all I can do for now. Who else is in the server? Officer. Let's go see what Officer is doing. There you go. Let's see. Huh. Making your own weapons and stuff. Nice. Got a little machine gun. Looks like a futuristic like laser machine gun or something. Got a lance. Got a katana. Stab sheath. Cool little swords. Nice. Very cool. Nice little armory. I'm gonna turn my air conditioning on. Oh, yay. So, I did make a music player thing. What do? What should I do, you guys? It'd be cool to be able to switch out the vinyls, maybe. Have like a thing in the back or something where it has other vinyls and then it just like pops them out. And then, I don't know. I don't know if that would be possible though. What do you guys think of my machine? I'll have to get all the vinyls, I think, and make a very big machine. Unless there's a way for me to just switch out one vinyl to be like a different vinyl after. And if there was a way to select the vinyl. Unless I made it so that a vinyl pops out on the side and then it gets pushed into a player while the other one gets... That would be too complicated. I'm curious though to see if elevators could go through the wall. So if I was to then eject that, oops. Okay, so that doesn't go through stuff, right? Wait a second, why does this go back in? Is it because of the hitbox of this? I think. 'Cause that's all it needs to go back in. That just pushes it in still. So technically I wouldn't even have to have, I wouldn't even need these elevators way up here. I could just have these behind here so that it doesn't take up as much space, I think. Maybe. Do I have storage drawers? Storage drawer. I'm gonna turn my music back on. Source. So what if I had all the vinyls like in a storage drawer, it would be like a randomizer sort of for, maybe not a randomizer, but maybe just a specific order that everything is. If I was to use a storage drawer instead of having a bunch of other vinyl players, have it just switch out somehow. But the problem would be getting the vinyl back into the storage drawer. If I was to do that, I don't know. There's not much I can do. Maybe there'll be more people here next time to help out, see if they got any ideas or something. But if you guys don't know what I was doing, basically I made a music machine thing for the vinyl players, like a jukebox kind of, to where I can just play whatever music from this machine. So let me just turn off my music for a second again. So if I click this button, it should start the music. Now you can hear the music. And I press the green button again to eject, and then I press the pink button so that the elevator pushes that back into the player. That way I can switch it to another song if I wanted to. Then to turn that off, I would have to press this again. Then press the pink button to push that back in. Same thing for the last one over here. Just press this to turn that on. Get the music playing. And press it again to eject. And then press this to push that into the player. And boom, we can just select whatever music that we want, kinda. If only I can figure out a way for all of this that could be done in like one button instead of having two buttons. That would be better, but it might not be possible. Anyways, what's up, the Overtime Gamer? What's up, Linksy? How's it going? Guys, I saw your message about some sort of challenge or something. What was the challenge? Just to see how many oak trees you can get, or from like people liking and subscribing or something? I didn't really watch like the whole thing, but I'll have to watch it again. Can I make a video on this? I'll have to try that challenge sometime. It's like equals how many oak trees you want. Like one oak tree per like. Yeah, I understand that. So it'd be like for one like, one tree, for one subscriber, maybe 3 trees or something. Or like one member could be 10 trees. Something like that, basically. I guess set a time limit on how long it lasts. I did 20 days ago. Yeah. You have to get 334 trees. Sheesh. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that famous anymore. My channel fell off into the deep end. I don't have that many viewers these days. Wait, let me turn my music back. And plus, the weekends are always dead for my channel, actually. It's probably just because it's the weekend. That's why it's dead today. But yeah, what do you think of my little music machine? I'm still working on it. I still want to make this better. But basically, what this machine does is if I press the green button, it'll turn the music player on. And then you'll hear the music. And then I press the green button again to eject the vinyl. And then I have to press the pink button to push the vinyl back into the player. And then I can listen to another vinyl or whatever and just do the same thing pretty much. I want to make it so I only have to press like one button and it does it all or something, but I don't know. I have to make this less complicated. I remember there is a logic. It turns the vinyl. Yeah, I figured out how to turn vinyls on and off. The only problem is that it ejects the vinyl afterwards. So like basically the number interface, if it's set to 5, I think this would turn it on, right? And then if it's a -5, if it's a -5, it turns it off. Eject, turn on, turn off. Then how do I get because yeah, because whenever I go to turn it off is when it ejects basically. So like when I turn this on, it works fine. It does play the music. But if I press it again, basically this ejects it. I did have a way to where it turned it off, but it would still have a problem with ejecting it or something. It's set on a 5 scale. I don't know. So basically this is all the logic right here, I think. So got, it's kind of hard to see everything, but basically yeah. So see, okay, so the pink button goes into like a delay sustainer and then into the interactor, but then the green button goes into 0 tick, and then that goes into a T flip-flop. This goes into the interactor. And then there's the number interface, which I have set to 5. Five turns it on. 5 turns it on, and -5 turns it off. So Where is the other? Oh, I think I took out the number thing for the other one. But yeah. Here, let me see if I can figure this out. So let's get this. So, alright, so basically the number interface would have to be 5 to turn on, I believe. And let's see. How did I have this? Number interface, both. This is 0 tick. This is. I don't know. Alright, so this plugs into this, which is the 0 tick. Right now. This is. Sorry, I don't know. I'm really like lost with logic sometimes, but so this I need how did I set this up? So that and that. This is a T flip-flop. That is a number interface. So this goes into that. And this goes into that. So, what is this? This is the 0 tick. 0 tick goes around this way. What does that plug into? Alright, that plugs into the. Oh, but this also plugs into. Oh no, this plugs into the. That's right. This plugs into that T flip-flop. And we got a player. So basically, this is just to turn this on. Yeah, so this goes into here. And this is just to turn it on, basically. So this should Alright, so this turns it on, right? So basically what happens, right? So I press the button. It's at 5.0 for the number interface right now, which basically means it'll turn on the vinyl player, right? So that turns that on, basically. Now, if I wanted to turn this off, I'd probably switch this to -5. Wait, let's turn this back on. So if I press this button now, this would turn it off, or no? I had it working earlier. I don't know. Anyways, it was doing the on-off thing, but I decided not to go with that because every time I turn it off, it ejects it to. Or no, maybe it's when I turn it on. I don't know. The switch for 0. I need another. Let's put it here. I need this. This is just for how would I wait? How would I turn it off? So let's have this go back to 5. Right. So this is 5, right? Where if I press this button, it turns it on. Now the question is, how do I turn it off without ejecting it? So you're saying if I made this button at 0, it would just turn it off and not eject it? I can try that. So I have to make another setup for this then. If you make the interactor 0, so if I set this to 0, let's bring this over here. So, alright, so if I had this button, turn the CLO, this goes to there, and this goes to this goes there, this goes here. So I should be able to turn it off now. But that ejects it. I can turn it on. No, now it's not turning. It's kind of weird with the inject. Alright, so basically this turns it on, right? So this turns on, and then this one should turn it off, right? Oh, well, okay, so it worked. It actually worked. But if I try to turn it on again, it ejects it. So how do I prevent it from ejecting? Well, I don't have any... There's nothing set to 10 though. So what is set to 10? The number interface is set to 0 for turning it off. Number interface for turning it on is 5. So there's something wrong with how it functions or something. Basically, it does work, but it doesn't fully work, you know? So like I turn it on, it plays, and then I should be able to turn it off. But sometimes when I turn it off, it still ejects it. But sometimes it actually turns it off. So, I don't know, it just keeps doing the eject thing. I don't know. It did work once. I don't know why it's not working again. But... So it's on now. If I press this, it turns it off. So see, right there it worked. It's like it works sometimes and then sometimes it just doesn't work. I see, like when I turn it back on, it ejects it. So that is basically why I'm doing it this way, to where the machine just pushes it back in. Would a signal lock be good? A signal lock? I don't know. I never used a signal lock before. See, I don't really know logic at all. Like, I'm pretty kind of dumb when it comes to logic. Which one would I need it for? Both, or? What does it do? When the right input is powered on, the left input is allowed to store a signal for the output. If the left input power is lost, the right power input is still active. The left input value will remain. So what I have to do, so powering it on, right? Then power it on will be on the right side. And what do I put on the left side? The left side would go into this. I don't know. Unless it has to be between the number interface and this interactor maybe. So this. Not sure how this plugs in. But I have to plug the interactor. The interactor is plugged to that. No, I don't think that would be it. Because if it's for power, right? What does it say? When the right input is powered on, right? So if it has to be powered on, that would mean that it would have to connect to the power button, right? Or no, no wait, it has to be powered on. That's right. This would have to be plugged in for that one, not this one. Actually, yeah, no, this one has to go there or something. So that goes to there, and then the left goes into. The left would go into where here? Let's go back. I don't know. T flip flop. It would be a T flip flop. Off is 0. Yeah, off is 0. I guess that works. So would it be from the button to the signal lock, and then the signal lock to the flip flop? Let's just unplug all this. That goes to the T flip flop. I guess these would have to just go back into this. Does that mean I don't need a 0 tick anymore? Maybe this has to go into the 0 tick. This goes into the 0 tick. Alright, that doesn't plug into there. Goes into there. This one. This one plugs into here. Rise to the interactor. So wait, I have to put the interactor plugged into this part? So this doesn't plug into the back of it. Then. Alright, let's see. If I turn this on. This is frustrating. Wait a second, did I just... Okay, so that turns it on, but... I need to turn it off. I don't know. So what does the right side even plug into? It plugs into... Does it have to plug into there? Let's see. Do it. This doesn't even plug into the back of that. This plugs into the front. I don't know. I have some confusion. Yee. Team did it. I didn't turn it off though. I didn't turn it off. It wasn't working. It's not that I know. So, the button goes into the signal lock, and on the right side, and then on the left side of this goes into T flip-flop, or no, what's this one then? Is this a blocker? Relay. So this side, so it's alright. So I need a relay then. Is the button plugged into the left or this side? I think it is. Interface. Number interface set 5. So this plugs into there. This plugs into there. Wait a second. Oh no, wait, this plugs. Sorry, I plugged this into the. Wait, where's the button? I think I did this wrong. Where's the button? Oh, the button plugs both into that and that. Okay. So this goes to there. This goes into this. That. And this goes into the interactor. So suppose the number of buckets to the flip-flop. So this should turn. What did I do wrong? Did I not set the? Did I plug this in correctly? It links to both. Is the number. So I have to turn this off. Where's the number? Wait, did I? Oh yeah, I didn't even connect the. I didn't connect the number interface. Yeah, so the number interface is what it needs to be plugged in from this into. So now, oh, so that actually turns it on and on. You are a lifesaver over time. You are a genius, man. I would never understand any of this. So I only need one button. I don't need multiple buttons. All one. Dang. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tom. Alright, yeah, I don't need this button anymore. This is oops. I don't need that button anymore. I just need this one. So this is everything. It's so cool. Okay. I don't know how you figure this stuff out. But stuff drives me crazy. Like, I'm not smart enough to understand. Like, even if I read all the information on the logic, I still don't understand it. Oh god. This will definitely make this music machine a lot better. Alright. Maybe next time I'll set up the whole machine to be like this then. Instead of it being so complicated. I don't even need all of that anymore. I just need literally... Ooh, okay. So I can make a even better machine, basically. It's very useful for learning logic. Hello, Matthew. Well, let's see. So if it just needs that now, it'll all just be about condensing all this together to make it a little bit more organized. So let's make another setup that does all that. So this goes to there. So this there. So let's just do that. Actually, let's make this go down. Actually, no, leave that there. And the button, we'll plug into that. And this. Alright, overtime. Thank you for your help, man, and I'll probably try to do the challenge next time. I just wasn't gonna do it today just because I know that my stream or my channel is always dead on the weekends, so there's no point in doing any challenges on the weekends because everybody is here usually during the weekdays, which is crazy, but yeah. So that'd be cool. See you later, man. Yeah. Alright, so, what am I doing? Okay, so this could actually turn around, I think. Alright, so this, no, this just turned back around this way. This goes into there. Let's change the color. Let's do member interface. this right here. Turn this around. And we'll have this go down a bit. Like that. Alright, so let's... Alright, the lock will press into the button. Right, so button. Go into this. The button will go into this one. And so number interface, set it to 5. Alright, so this goes into the interactor. Let's have the interactor. Where does the interactor go into? The interactor goes into the lock. So the lock is on this side. And number interface plugs into the relay on this side. So this can go so let's go around this way. This goes into there, and that means the interactor should work with this, right? Wait, did I need this? Or is this the 0 tick? We don't need that anymore. So this is pretty much the entire thing. Okay, so it works. Wow. Okay. Nice. Alright, I'll have to make a nice setup for this once. How many different vinyls are in the game, basically? There's a lot of vinyls right there. 25. I'll have to collect all the vinyls. I'll have to find all the secret vinyls and stuff. Stay to make sure you made it good. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Alright, Overtime Gamer. Yeah, it's all working. I condensed it down a bit to organize it a little bit better to save space. Obviously I could make it a little bit smaller, but I just want to be able to see where everything connects, make sure everything can connect. And I think next time I will make a bunch of these and have a cool little music box or jukebox kind of thing. Anyways, I might call it an end of stream here, you guys. It's been a long stream, just trying to figure out logic and stuff. It takes a lot of brainstorming, a lot of figuring out, and a lot of help from you guys. Huge shout out to Overtime Gamer for helping me with this as well. And yeah, this is exciting. We're getting somewhere. We're doing things different, you know. We're kind of learning logic, although I'm probably not learning logic very well, but I'm still kind of understanding things a little bit. Little by little, we'll learn everything. Hopefully. Anyways, hopefully everybody has enjoyed the stream and enjoyed the view and all that good stuff. I shall see you all on Monday because I'm not streaming tomorrow, since tomorrow is Sunday, and Sundays I usually take the day off from streaming. And yeah, so I shall see you guys on Monday. We'll continue this this series, and we'll make a nice complete setup for the music jukebox or vinyl player thing. Anyways, I shall see you guys all on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend, and yeah, peace for now, everybody. Let me say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, Matthew. Goodbye, zombies. I didn't see zombies join. Goodbye, Overtime Gamer. Goodbye, wasn't bored. Goodbye, everybody viewing or listening. I shall see you all on Monday. Peace for now, and goodbye. Goodbye.